So in the last video, you created your offer and sales page for the VIP day or productized service. Now it's time to work on the most essential system you need as a freelancer, service provider, or consultant, and that's the client workflow. In the book SYSTEMology, it's called the Critical Client Flow, or CCF. This CCF system outlines the high-level steps in the lead generation and client onboarding process. For example flow, I'm using a revised version of the CCF for the VIP day service. First thing is to note your target client. For this example, this is a VIP launch day, new podcasters, and the service is VIP day. For attention, this is where your traffic is coming from, so YouTube. For inquiry, someone from YouTube watches your video, then clicks on a link in the description, which takes them to your sales page. Well, they'll fill out a form to start the process. Next, for sales and money, usually the CRM, like Honeybook or Dubsado, takes care of this. Once you review the application, you'll send out an intro packet if you're interested in working with this potential client. They'll schedule a call, and if you both decide to work with each other, you send out a contract and an invoice. Once the contract is signed and the invoice is paid, this is when the onboarding process starts. You send them a welcome packet, a link to the client portal and project management tool, and then you schedule a kickoff session to start the project. For this example, your VIP day timeline could be a 2-week process where you go back and forth with the client, gather all the things you need for launch day, which is the delivery. So this is where you work however many hours to set up the podcast for your client. Once that's done, you move on to the post VIP day. So you send them the offboarding packet. If support is included in your service, they can reach out to you via email, Voxer, or continue in the client portal. After some time passes, you reach out to them in the month or so to get a testimonial and feedback, and also any referrals for other potential clients that may be interested in working with you. And then there's resell and upsell for returning clients and monthly support like content management for the podcast. So in SYSTEMology, there's a 7-step plan to follow. But since we're working solo, I'll skip some steps. The first step is to define, which we did with the CCF. Also identify the tools and software you'll use in this flow. Skipping step 2, which is assign. Step 3 is extract. And here's where you will record and document your process. A pro tip here is use the same tools to record your videos and podcasts. So if you're using Riverside or the script, you can record the screen while you're performing the task. For example, in the onboarding section of the workflow, you can talk and walk through the process of adding the client into the portal and project management tool. A simple talk and walkthrough you can record is step 1, log into Asana. Step 2, click to copy the project template. Step 3, rename it to the client's name. Step 4, customize the template. Step 5, copy the link and add it to the welcome email to give access to the client. And step 6, and so on and so on. So the next step is to organize in step 4. Now, once you're done recording, you could take that video and transcript and paste it into a new Google Doc. You'll need to format it by adding headings and bullet points. Instead of using Riverside or the script, you can use the voice typing feature in Docs while you screen share. You do that by using Control-Shift and S, or click voice typing under Tools in the menu. Now that you have your workflow for the system, you can follow the same steps with the other SOPs to create a library in Google Drive. In the library, include all your SOPs, video walkthroughs, scripts to use like a welcome email after booking, an SOP list, and an SOP template to reuse. Here's an example SOP template, and you can fill out all this information and then use the @ symbol to add a link to the video or document. You can do the same thing here to add a related document, like if this is a client onboarding process, add a link to the client offboarding process. This is a SOP list where you can list all your SOPs and a link to each SOP here, or you can do it in Google Sheets to do the same. If you're not sure what system to add, this video here from CEO Entrepreneur talks about the 5 essential SOPs you need. Now in the organize phase, the next thing to do is to add the link to your project management tool for the checklist and to automate recurring activities. We're skipping step 5 and step 6 and moving on to optimize. You're never done with this workflow, so you need to monitor and improve as you go. You might have to update a process after receiving client feedback. Maybe a tool you use removed a specific feature, or now that you have some money coming in, you want to switch to another CRM. Either way, schedule a time every quarter to review and improve your processes. And when the time comes and you're ready to hire a subcontractor, like a virtual assistant or a sales rep, go through the SYSTEMology phases we skipped. So assign, integrate, and scale. In this video, I shared over 50 free and low-cost tools for business owners, but here's a quick list of recommended tools. Google Docs and Drive for file management, Notion, Asana, or ClickUp for project management, and you can integrate Google Docs and Drive in these for quick and easy access. To screen record, the Script, Riverside, or whatever tool that includes transcripts. If you're not using a CRM, you can use Zapier to automate these activities, and also use a password manager to give access to certain tools to give to your subcontractors. In the next video, I'll show you what to include in your intro, onboarding, and offboarding packets so you can impress your clients.